When we talk about Latin America, I always say that we cannot talk about one Latin America. There is many Latin Americas. The population is around 30 years old, and that shapes the way that the type of digital content is consumed. Local payment methods are not a challenge to DCB, or if they are a challenge, are a good challenge, because they are gonna improve DCB, they are gonna bring more opportunities. It's all about digital payment solutions. So my name is Francisco Sanchez, but everybody call me Fran. I'm the Senior Vice President for Americas and Iberia in Digital Virgo. My role in Digital Virgo for Latin America is to push the local teams and to bring this global knowledge for the local teams and for the local partners. When we talk about Latin America, I always say that we cannot talk about one Latin America. There is many Latin Americas. There is Brazil. Brazil is a continent itself. Then we have Mexico, that shape what is going on the rest of the continent, especially through America Mobile in the carrier ecosystem. And there is also, you have Central America, you have the Caribbean, you have the South Cone, that even between Chile and Argentina is not the same. Also you have all Peru, Colombia, Venezuela. They are very different countries, but what I love about Latin America is that they share the same culture, the same passion of doing things, and they have more or less the same culture in terms of how they consume digital goods or digital content. Yeah, Latin America is a low bancarized region, but that allows the market to grow in other aspects, like high mobile penetration, that is mainly driven by prepaid customers, but is also shifting into hybrid programs that is a mix between prepaid and postpaid that allows the users to consume in different aspects or in different ways than in European countries. The population is around 30 years old in pretty much every country in Latin America, and that shapes the way that the type of digital content is consumed. They are very focused on social media, very focused on gaming, very focused on video. Also, there is a huge smartphone penetration that allows Latin American customers to consume gaming, video in a massive way. The region has still some challenges in terms of the digital ecosystem in a sustainable growth. I think that the main challenge is fraud and misleading in the digital ecosystem, and for that I think it's key that all the players act together and work together to try to find the most sustainable way to keep growing. On that we have to set up common rules to make it sustainable, but to make it efficient. It's not the case in all the geos and in all the markets. It's something that we as a payment enabler, we are working proactively with the merchants and also with the telcos. Most of the telcos are really changing their mind, trying to apply new rules to allow all the players in the ecosystem to be able to grow in a sustainable way. Yeah, well, the current trends in Latin America, surprise to no one, are music and sports. It's a region about music and sport, but there are other verticals like gaming that is booming in the region. Also, EdTech is booming. There is an appetite for new ways of consuming other type of services like education, like wellness, and also the region they are consuming K-pop series, Turkish novels. But of course, in a region like Latin America, with a strong culture of creating content, the local content is key. On the game ecosystem also, we are providing cloud gaming solutions. That is a way for the telecom operators to try to monetize 5G. That is one of the main challenges for them. And as a global player, we are bringing global expertise to the local particularities of each market. And we apply those thanks to our local teams. We have more than 6 offices in the region and growing. And I think we will keep pushing for this local expertise and this local knowledge of the market. Well, Brazil is a continent itself, so you cannot succeed in Latin America without succeeding in Brazil. It's the biggest country by far, and is the most advanced one in terms of neo-banking and payment solution. So Mexico, of course, is the other engine of the region, not only because it's the second biggest market in the region, but also because of the presence of América Móvil, the biggest group that is present in every single market in the continent. Mexico also is the leader in the Spanish-speaking countries in terms of population, but is also the leader in terms of content creation for Spanish-speaking countries. There is, of course, a lot of local specificities that is delivered by either Argentina, Chile, of course Venezuela, Colombia, and so on, but Mexico is still one of the key players in the region. Telecom operator ecosystem is changing a lot in the last months, even weeks, with Telefónica leaving most of the region. But that space is being taken by other groups like Tigo Millicom, other local players. And in the core of our business is to be close to them, all of them, group like América Móvil, that is of course, as the biggest telecom operator in the country, is our biggest partner, but we are close to every and each telco in the region. I think there is a bunch of global solutions or regional solutions, but also local solutions that is going to reshape the digital ecosystem. Local payment methods are key in the region. As the region is not bancarized, it's taking more and more importance this type of digital payment methods. Pix in Brazil that we mentioned before is one of the examples, but not only. Mercado Pago, that is huge in the region, is a pan-regional solution, is taking more and more space in the market. So for us, it's key to link merchants with this type of digital payment solutions. Otherwise, we won't provide a global payment solution for the merchants in the region. Local payment methods are not a challenge to DCB, or if they are a challenge, are a good challenge, because they are going to improve DCB, they are going to bring more opportunities, because for me it's all about the digital payment solutions. Either it's Pix, it's Mercado Pago, it's DCB, so I think it's going to enrich the total ecosystem. I think one of the drivers of growth for the region is bundling. Bundling not only between carriers and merchants, also about carriers and digital payment solutions and merchants. So the key here is to add value for the final user and for every player in the digital ecosystem. So what is going to be challenging for the entire region is to put in place rules and common solutions to make it easier for every merchant to use this digital payment system. DCB, of course, for me is still the most relevant payment method in terms of customer journey. It's really, really seamless for the final user to use, and that's why I think that we need to address other industries, not only pure digital and not only pure entertainment. One of the challenges for DCB in other verticals, as physical goods or ticketing, as we are doing in many other regions, is that there are local regulations to be addressed, but something that has to be addressed in other regions anyway. So I don't see how in Latin America we cannot keep pushing DCB as an alternative payment method. Yeah, working with the entire industry to make a DCB a wider payment solution is key. When I say the entire industry is, of course, telecom operators, but also other type of merchants. But to address this type of merchants, like media companies, like ticketing companies, all type of micro payments that you can imagine. It's important for telecom operators to really play a key role on that. We will bring solutions, we will bring partnerships. Telecom operator has to be more open on the way of partnering with this type of players if they want to succeed on this DCB as a real payment method. Digital Virgo is identifying the region as a leader in the digital marketing when it comes to DCB. We are playing a key role in the digital ecosystem in terms of digital marketing. The telcos are approaching us, every single telecom operator in the region is approaching us to deliver digital marketing solutions. Key here is that we are a trusted partners for telecom operators to roll it out, this type of digital marketing campaigns on their behalf, for us of course, but also for other merchants.